Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
We are back at Universal's Epic Universe, and today we're going to explore one of the 5 new worlds. Dark Universe is home to the Universal monsters, and we are spending an entire day inside the gothic village of Darkmoor. We will be trying most of the food in this world, from restaurants secretly run by vampires to a monster hunter hideout bar built inside a burning windmill. We'll meet some of the village's many monster inhabitants and have some fun with our friends. Come with us on this adventure.
It feels so good to be back. Every single day since we've been away from this park, I've been dreaming of the moment that we got to return, and I just love it so much.
So we're about to go into Dark Universe. This is one of the 5 worlds here at Epic Universe. In each one of the worlds, you have to go through a portal. This one, it says, "It's alive, it's alive." That's one of the most famous quotes in movie history. It's on the AFI Top 100 list of movie quotes, which is funny because I feel like most people that know it probably haven't even seen Frankenstein. But I love this portal. Look at like the lightning rod on top, all the like twisted tree limbs and stuff that make it up.
I can't wait to see this one at night.
It's gonna be cool at night.
It's gonna be so cool. Look at all the skulls in this portal. I didn't notice this the first time. It's like the catacombs. Ew, that's kind of creepy. When you first walk in, you're met with a graveyard, and my favorite detail is it looks like fog, but it's actually water. It's a mister that, you know, on those hot Florida days are so nice. Like, it already feels so good.
The thing I love about this is Universal always has like misters all around their parks because it gets so hot. But here it's like thematic.
I know.
It's the fog.
It actually feels really good.
It does.
I haven't even gone all the way into Darkmoor and I'm already like, like that. But it just keep going for 30 more minutes. That's how I feel inside.
Can you give us your best "It's alive, it's alive"?
It's alive! It's alive! Oh. Colin Clive, baby! Colin Clive! I'm so stoked. Yes!
So right in the middle of the graveyard, there is a catacombs. Not any catacombs, it's Frankenstein's catacombs. Does that mean the original Dr. Frankenstein is in there? By the way, if you look inside the catacombs, like there's a sign in there and there's some like creepy noises. It almost sounds like there might be something alive in it.
Well, there's also
It's
like,
alive!
It's alive!
No.
There's also a coffin photo op over here, which you gotta get in.
Okay, fine.
You're supposed to be dead. Look dead. Okay, nailed it.
It's kind of beautiful how in between the deadness of the cemetery, there's some flowers growing. And there's like one plot right here that has 5 stakes jabbed into the ground. What do you think's going on there? Hopefully whatever's down there doesn't come back up.
Speaking of things coming out of the ground, who do you think escaped from this one? Must have been pretty strong to like bend that steel. I like your sunglasses.
I like your sunglasses.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's a miracle.
How'd you get that bag in that bag?
Invisible! Hello, invisible! Is this? Oh, okay, all right. I thought there was an invisible grandmother visiting Darkmoor today. I wish, yes.
What is inside your bag?
Okay, okay, you are like 2 feet from my face. I am clearly working, and you're asking Igor inappropriate questions. Back up!
Do you need some help?
There you go.
Do you need a hand?
Like, where were you like 2 seconds ago? This guy. Hey, who owns this one? Anybody? Claim you do?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What is wrong? What is like?
He just wants to get your best angle.
Yes, he is. This is the weird thing. This is like, don't do this to Igor. People will die here.
He does not like you. You've already made an enemy here in Darkmoor.
So Dark Universe is set in the village of Darkmoor, which is kind of like if you took all the Universal Monsters movies and you made them into Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is set decades, centuries after the movies, but it brings all the monsters together in one place. I gotta say, the theming in here is incredible. There's like skeletons hanging up on like the poles.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, what happened to them? What do these flags mean? I've noticed some Easter eggs. Like right behind me, there's a statue of a young girl. In the original Frankenstein film, he encounters this young girl named Maria, and she kind of teaches him to like, they pick off petals from a flower and throw them down a river, and then they run out of petals. So Frankenstein, not knowing anything, he basically picks up the girl and throws her down the river and kills the girl. So this is a tribute to Maria from the original Frankenstein.
That's so cool.
By the way, do you hear that? It sounds like the bell is ringing. More on that in a little bit.
That one's not even a human. What is that? Oh, God. Ugh. This place is a little bit creepy, just saying. The music. We haven't even made it fully in yet, and I'm like, oh.
By the way, the music is all composed by Danny Elfman.
It's so good. It really sets like the tone and the vibe of this land. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to like get food and drinks, and we could do monster makeup and do all the rides. We're gonna have such a fun day.
We just ran into Igor.
Yeah, he did not like us.
I don't think he likes the camera. He doesn't like us documenting.
There was like paparazzi up in his face, and he was like, bro, step back. I know, it was like embarrassing. I was like, God, we can't be on Igor's bad side already. Come on.
Gather round, souls of Darkmoor, come and hear a tale that may save your life. Our town is rich with histories of stories both fantastical and true. Some might say that Darkmoor is a well of legend and lore. In fact, this well is a well of legend and lore too. The well of Darkmoor. It has been the heart of our town for as long as I can remember. Notice the iron spikes that line the well. Now they are there to keep anything from crawling its way to the surface. They say that beneath our streets is a twisting maze of catacombs and dark tunnels, a network of tombs and passages guarded by monsters and creatures of the undead. But truly, this well is a portal. They do say, though, between two opposing worlds, one filled with the lights and the living, the other filled with shadows. It has been said that that rusty iron grate is all there is, preventing the coming onslaughts of vampires, zombies, and monsters from entering Darkmoor.
So we're in Darkmoor Village Square. It's a quaint little village. It has just a few storefronts, a few places you can go into. In the middle of it, as the violinist alluded to, there's this well, but it might be a little bit more sinister than it looks like, because down below the well, I think that's where the catacombs are, where the vampires hang out, and they'll often come around and kill people, and they'll spike them on top of the well. You'll see there's like these spikes, and then at night I hear the well turns blood red. For lunch, we're going to Doss Stakehouse. This is right in the middle of the village, and this is a restaurant, and it does serve steak here, but it's spelt like a steak, like the steak that you stab a vampire with, which I love that pun.
This is a quick service restaurant?
Yeah.
This is incredible. Oh my God.
And it's a restaurant that is run by the familiars of vampires, and the people that eat here don't know, but they're here eating, and they might be eaten after they eat here.
No, don't tell me that.
Yeah, but this thing is fully themed. Like, this is like one of the best themed restaurants I've ever been to in a theme park.
Look at the chairs. They have bats on them. What?
They have paintings on the wall. Our server was telling us about some of the paintings, so ask your servers about some of the history, because there's like one over there of Dracula's castle. There's one of like the war for Darkmoor, which like helped found this like little village. And some of the paintings, if some lights flicker, sometimes will change in the light flicker. But right behind me, Kitra noticed when we first walked in, is like the queen and king of Darkmoor that were like killed at the stake by Dracula or something, I think he said. But this is so cool. There's crypts right inside the walls of the restaurant. Like even the lighting has like skulls and stuff.
They're even playing like, is this a Danny Elfman score in here too?
It is.
It's so good. Every now and again the lights flicker like this blood red color and it's really spooky. Oh my god. The level of detail in Epic Universe is on another level. Like, it's just absolutely crazy that we're in the middle of a theme park right now.
Our friend Tyler said they brought the theme back to theme park restaurants.
There we go. Hopefully the food's good. We ordered a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, it looks like blood. It's red. So in every world in Epic Universe, there's a special flavor of soda in the Coke Freestyle machine. The one for Dark Universe is called Screaming Berry. We got the Screaming Berry Zero, of course. And we got the refillable mug that we could use all day, which is pretty cool. It says Epic Universe on it. So let's try the Screaming Berry.
Actually, on the back it says grand opening.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. This is really good. It just tastes like a berry flavored soda with like some raspberry taste in it. I like it. Although I do feel like we should have got the non-zero version. I don't know, we're trying to be healthy when we ordered all this food.
Yeah, our food has arrived. Look at all of our food that we got here. We're gonna try it all out for science.
Yes, for science. I'm just like Victoria Frankenstein, right? Kind of.
For my drink, I ended up getting the Monocane Mocktail. It doesn't say what's in it, so we're gonna have to try and find out. But I will say that the Monocane serum is what makes the Invisible Man invisible.
Oh no.
So am I gonna drink this and disappear? Let's find out. I don't know how to describe this flavor. It's definitely a Sprite. Oh, see, there's the lighting right now. It's a Sprite mixed with some kind of like green syrup. So by drinking this, it should make me invisible, right? But it didn't. So it's kind of a scam.
Peter?
So I got this because I like the color, obviously.
So to me, this tastes like a kiwi melon Sprite.
You are right. That's why I like it.
I would give this a 5 out of 5. I actually like it better than the Scary Berry. Ordinary Adventure Star. I'll finish it. The first thing that I'm going to try is the blood orange chicken sandwich. This is a fried marinated chicken breast, blood orange sauce, pickles, slaw on a black bun with french fries. This bun is kind of scary. But I love that it's like a blood orange, get it? It says something in Latin, I don't know what it means. Hopefully it's not like a curse or something. I was just unrolling my napkin for the silverware, and they actually give you black silverware here, and it's real silverware. It's not like plastic. I don't know that I've ever had a black bun before, but it looks really kind of gross while you're eating it, but it just tastes like a normal bun. The chicken is fried to perfection. I was kind of worried that the blood orange sauce would be like too much, but it just gives it like a little bit of extra flavor, and there's that crunchy slaw on top. So it's not bad. The french fries are pretty good too.
Is it like Panda Express orange chicken?
Kind of, yeah. A little more sweeter than Panda Express. I'd probably give this like a 4 out of 5. It's a good way to start our food here. So initially I thought this was ketchup, but this is actually extra blood orange sauce, and I just dipped my fry in it, and it is so good. Like, I don't think they put very much on the chicken sandwich, but I would recommend like put the rest of it on there, because it is good. It's almost like a sweet chili sauce mixed with like a little bit of blood orange flavor. Ew, that looks kind of...
For my dish, I ended up getting the crimson glazed pork. This is char stew style roasted pork belly with bloody roasted pork dipping sauce. Also comes with the green onion mashed potatoes. The guy, when he came over here, actually poured the blood over the pork. And it looks like kind of creepy. I will say this is a family park, and I do think families can go on like Monsters Unchained and stuff like that. But this is kind of like pushing the boundary of like family, right? Honey, did you get a bloody nose over my pork? What the heck? I love char siu pork. Some might say I'm a connoisseur of char siu pork. This is amazing. This pork is tender, but I think the star of the show is that bloody char siu sauce. It's like sweet and tangy. There's like a little, it cuts into like the smokiness of the pork. And the mashed potatoes are good mashed potatoes. This is a 5 out of 5.
Wow. Yeah, the sauce on top is almost like kind of like a soy teriyaki kind of taste to it. Really good. The fact that we could get char siu barbecued pork like in a theme park now is a game changer. I'll agree with you. This gets a 5 out of 5 Ordinary Adventure star.
You know, I think we are typically kind of critical of Universal when it comes to the food side of things. But if the food in Epic Universe is anything like this, then I am so impressed. From the theming to the food.
Abacadabra!
What?
I'm like Voldemort. Wrong portal. We also got the Darkmoor Black Wings. This is a Darkmoor spicy chili dusted fried wings with a smoked cheddar, charred scallion, pimento cornbread skull, soy chili garlic sauce served with slaw. And when I was thinking chicken wings, I did not know they were gonna look like this. These are some big boys, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And look at that skull. Looks awesome.
Reminds me of the pizza skull that they have.
Yeah. Oh, they probably use the same mold that they use for like HHN. They're like, oh, we got all these molds. Let's make something else. Oh, that sauce is good. Wow. Oh my God, it is spicy. Woo. Wow, that's really good. I feel like my only complaint with this is like you don't really get. Oh, I mean, I guess they're big, but I was gonna say you only get 2 of them, but they are massive. There's not a lot of like actual meat on the ones that I got, but I love like a deep fried wing. Who knew? No, my skull. This is dense. The cornbread skull is really good. I love the extra flavor from the pimento cheese. This is a good dish. I'm honestly so impressed. It's almost like Kentucky Fried Chicken with like a super spicy, garlicky soy glaze on top. Like, I don't know if I like this more or the pork more.
For dessert, I ended up getting the Red Velvet Death. This is a Red Velvet heartbeat coffin cake with chocolate crumbs and puffed rice maggots.
Ew!
I didn't even realize that. Look at that. Look at that. That's like a. It's
oh my God, that's so gross.
It's dirt and there's maggots in the dirt. I didn't even realize that. That's fun. That's fun. I'm down. I'm not sure if many of you know this, but
You're a connoisseur of maggots?
no, I'm a connoisseur of red velvet, and this doesn't look like red velvet. This looks like chocolate. It doesn't look very red to me. Some people think that red velvet is just chocolate dyed red. No. So I have a feeling this is going to be more chocolatey than red velvety, but our friend Brian said, like, I'm not just a connoisseur, I'm a snob. I'm above connoisseur.
You are.
We have sliced straight through the coffin. We have a rather large size bite here. Let's see. That's very good. That is very good. The cream cheese in there is like nice and sweet, like how you like it. The maggots give it a little bit of a crunch. They do.
Yeah.
They give it a bit of a crunch, and I like that like dirt that kind of like gets on it as well. This is fun. Is it like the best red velvet cake I've ever had? No. But is it fun? Yes. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 peanuts. This is like, your kids will love this.
And for my dessert, I got the Labotocotta. This is a Greek yogurt vanilla panna cotta brain with raspberry sauce. And this, of course, is based after like a lobotomy. Kind of concerning that I'm about to eat a brain right now, but brilliant. I love it. I think the little white pieces are actually like little yogurt balls. Really good. This is just nice and refreshing. The raspberry sauce is really nice. And I was kind of worried. I'm like, oh, yogurt. I don't know if I want that. But it's a nice vanilla flavor. Consistency is a little bit squishy, but that's just part of the fun, right? I'd honestly probably give this a 4 out of 5. It's not bad. I would definitely get it again. God, this is so scary. Ew. Ew, oh my God. I don't like that. Oh, that's so scary.
Okay, let's go out to the village of Darkmoor.
Okay. Oh, God. Just found this like little secret area full of vampires. I guess it's just like a seating area in the shade, but you could enter through the crypt over here.
How cool is that door? It feels like all rusted.
And once you get inside, there's like this whole shaded seating area and a bunch of creepy vampires all throughout. They're like actually really terrifying. They're so scary looking, but I feel like most people just walk right by and don't even notice this. I guess it's just like a place to hang out and relax.
I don't know.
In the shade.
If you want to get out of that Orlando sun, there's like some seats over there.
Just don't look at the vampires in the eye.
Okay, so I just learned that this area right here is actually the patio seating for the Stakehouse. So eventually they're actually going to have like tables and chairs out here, and this won't just be a cool hiding spot that for me and Ketra. I mean, it could still be, but there'll be tables and chairs.
It's also kind of like a good photo op, right?
Yeah.
Oh. There's like that electrocution spike that happens on the castle, and then it like triggers through the whole land. And you hear it, and you see like sparks, and she's experimenting in there, you know, on the monsters. And now we'd like to thank Bombas for sponsoring this portion of today's video.
Bombas socks are the only socks I've worn for the past decade. Reason is, they're more comfortable than regular socks.
I recently started wearing Bombas. I used to not care about the type of socks that I wore. I would just find the cheapest pack available. But let me tell you, they have changed my life. They have saved my feet, and I'm not exaggerating.
It's funny, one of the things Kitra asked for her birthday was Bombas socks. So I literally replaced her entire sock drawer with Bombas.
The secret sauce to Bombas socks is the honeycomb arch support, which hugs and supports your feet.
It makes a huge difference, especially on days that you're doing a lot of walking, like at theme parks.
They're so soft, they're so comfortable. I'm obsessed.
You wear socks every single day of your life. Investing in good socks will change your life.
New customers get 20% off their first purchase. Just go to bombas.com/ordinary and use code ordinary at checkout.
One of the things I love about Bombas is they're a good company trying to make a difference. So for every pair purchased, they'll donate a pair to someone in need.
Thank you so much to Bombas, and now back to our epic adventure. The electricity was just going off inside of Frankenstein's castle. I think that's a sign that we need to go on the ride. It's only a 20-minute wait.
I'm happy to report the Epic Universe. It seems like they're trying to make a difference. Here at Monsters Unchained, they have this test seat out in front of the ride, and they actually have a bigger seat that's like in the middle two seats. So if you're taller or bigger, there's a chance that you're actually going to fit on this ride. And I love that Universal has thought about that in making this theme park and these attractions.
Hi guys.
Well, I don't want to overhype it, but this ride
Everybody says this is the best ride in the
and
park.
it's only a 20-minute wait. I don't know. We got to get on it.
We might have to go on it multiple times.
I didn't notice this when we went on the ride before because we were in such a rush, but look at like the creepy vines kind of like growing up the castle. So cool. I can't wait to go on this ride again. I'm so freaking excited. Oh, what does it say? Who's the true monster? This queue is amazing. It's like kind of scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's supposed to be scary, but the music and everything. Oof. This says organ transplant, do not touch. And I was kind of walking by going like this, and it started like making noise and like changing colors, and I thought something was gonna jump out. Why am I so scared in this queue? Don't touch.
So this queue is so cool. We just walked by the original Frankenstein. That's not the Frankenstein that we'll encounter in this ride, but that's like the one from the original movie. So I think Victoria has made a new Frankenstein monster.
So this is Victoria?
Victoria Frankenstein, the great
I did not know the backstory of this attraction. Is that right?
Yeah, so Victoria Frankenstein is the great-great-granddaughter of the original Dr. Frankenstein, and she's carrying on her family's experiments.
Yeah, she's doing experiments. That's why every now and again it like surges up with like the electrocution or whatever, because she's doing some freaky experiments in here. I love that there's a window right here and it looks like it's raining outside.
So there's a projector in this room showing footage of when Victoria Frankenstein caught all these monsters for her experiments.
Come closer, little lab rats. Come close. I won't hurt you. Yet. I sense fear in your hearts. You're right to be afraid. Darkness lies ahead. Now is the time to abandon hope.
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment. Look closely. This is a catacombs navigation unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends get to ride one. You sit, Igor steers, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Don't look at that. This is just the emergency eater function. All according to plan.
Igor, you're bothering my guests. Send them in. I'm ready for them.
Yes, doctor. The doctor will see you now.
Please come in. Is that everyone? Oh, excellent. I am Dr. Victoria Frankenstein. Today, you chosen few will witness my greatest discovery yet. Together, we will finish what my great-grandfather started. They called Henry a monster. They were afraid of what he had done. But you will see. There's nothing to fear. Show them. Lower the lights, quickly. Now. These people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. He is amazing. Better than the original. He is the key to our most exciting experiment. For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. And only one remains. I will control my ultimate challenge. Count Dracula. Calm yourself! That wasn't us.
Silence, creature. I will destroy you and
These two just don't get along. The Dracula experiment is the last piece of the puzzle. And with your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the doors! Our greatest victory is just through there. Quickly.
Like, come on, let's go.
That's my favorite part.
I love it.
So after that pre-show, you have to put your stuff in lockers because it's kind of a thrilling ride. The lockers here are facial activated. So here we go. Confirm.
Oh, there we go.
There we are. Throw all that in there, and then we throw you in there. We'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
So right after the lockers, there's a coffin here. Whose coffin is that? Monsters Unchained is one of the best rides at this park. It's one of the best rides of all time. We've now been on it 3 times, and every single time I'm like flabbergasted at like how many animatronics, like they're like huge, awesome animatronics.
I know, it's so good. Like, it's so good. It's so much fun. Like, I just love it so much. I think it might be, as of right now, my favorite ride in this park.
I'm not ready to say that until we ride Ministry
I'm
again.
ready to commit.
But it's so interesting how like the action happens like on all sides of you. At some points you're like on your back looking above you. It's some things are happening behind you on your back.
So in case you're wondering what this ride is like, it's the same ride system basically as Forbidden Journey, except there's less.
The arm is on the bottom instead of the back of you, so it's not as motion. Doesn't make you as motion.
Yeah, it doesn't jerk you around as much,
Yeah.
and there's not as many screens. For me, the screens are the part that make me a little bit like feel uneasy.
There are screens, and it's cool because sometimes they're used as like backgrounds to like animatronics. And other times it's like to have characters accomplish stuff that would not be possible
Yeah.
with animatronics.
But yeah, in case you're wondering what it's like. In
Yeah.
Forbidden Journey, there's just parts where you straight up like stare at a screen for like 3 minutes. This one is not like that.
No 3D glasses.
No 3D glasses. It's just massive. It's big. It's long, in my opinion. I feel like it's like keeps going and going and going.
It's one of those dark rides that you get the entire story when you ride it the first time. Like I would, sometimes like it takes me a couple.
You don't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And luckily, like she didn't do any experiments on us. We made it out of there like safely.
Yeah. And by the way, that queue is amazing. We literally we went on it 2 times in a row. It was like a walk-on. Because we're here during like Annual Pass Holder Previews. It's never gonna be like this
Never
again.
gonna be like that again. So we really got to take our time and like walk slowly through the queue. There's so many great details, and it's like so spooky, and just they did such a good job.
And of course, at the end of the ride, you exit through the gift shop. So we should check out
let's go
some
look
merch.
at the merch.
Yeah. So the main T-shirt that they sell here has like all the monsters on it. It's kind of cool, but I like the little kid T-shirt better.
I love this. This one even has like the portal on it. So good.
I need more merch that has like the portal. I know they have a lot of merch that says Epic Universe.
Give us portal merch.
I want portal merch, but like give me the little kid stuff is always the best stuff.
Yeah.
I can buy it as like a blanket or something, or maybe it's like a towel, but I can't buy it as a t-shirt. What the heck?
What I love about this store is they have Dark Universe specific merch, but then they also have merch for all the different monsters as well. And I love this kind of comic book collection that they have here. It's so cool. And it actually says Dark Universe in the tag, so it's made just for the land. They even have a bucket hat, a reversible bucket hat that I'm trying to talk Peter into buying.
But there's a lot of like this comic book style. It's almost like they're like pitching them as like the Marvel Cinematic Universe of monsters.
Well, that's kind of how the ride is without spoiling it. They're almost like super-sized monsters with like superpowers.
Yeah.
They're like the Avengers.
They have like a Frankenstein action figure.
Oh, is that Victoria Frankenstein? Oh my god, it's like literally from the queue. That's cool.
That is actually very cool.
They sell this like really small coffee mug, but it does have the portal on it, which I do enjoy. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. Like, come on.
Yeah, is this a coffee cup for ants?
For ants? I need at least something 3 times this size.
Yeah. But like Kitra said, they do have some like more generic merch for the characters. Like I think you could buy this stuff outside of Dark Universe.
Yeah.
But it is still cool.
What is this? A flask? It's like a little coffin-shaped vial that
You can drink your blood.
put your blood in it. Like, really, what is this?
I think that's what it is.
Oh. It's okay.
And of course, they have a bunch of the Universal Monster plushies. Kitra has her hands on Frank.
This one's my favorite. Look at his face.
So
He's like, okay, go enjoy the ride. Okay. Oh, okay.
My favorite part is that part where he's like,
Okay,
pointing
see you later. Go this way.
By the way, I know that we keep on calling it Frankenstein Castle. It's actually Frankenstein Manor, but like, you know, it's in a theme park. It looks like a castle, and they have a bunch of merch for the manor. The thing about Universal is they commission an artist to create one thing, and then they like use that thing on like a bunch of different products. So if you want a t-shirt of that thing, you can get it if you want a bag.
They have a whole collection.
There's a whole... What is this? It's like a fanny pack that says Frankenstein's Manor.
More importantly, I found a candle that is smoldering oak barrel.
Oh, for the Burning Blade Tavern.
Yeah, they have a whole Burning Blade Tavern collection. But
What does it smell like?
it actually smells kind of good. It kind of smells like cinnamon. Like, it kind of smells like Christmas mixed with, like, burning.
We haven't shown you the Burning Blade Tavern yet, but this is my favorite merch collection. Every single thing comes with, like, a bottle opener.
That's so funny. Look at this stein. This is actually metal. It's heavy.
I want
You
this,
open
but
it up.
What am I going to do with that?
I mean, you do collect tiki mugs. You don't want to get... This is kind of like tiki mug of Dark Universe.
The Burning Blade Tavern might be my favorite place in this entire theme park. And whoever did the merch literally killed it. Let me show you some of the stuff. So they have this hat. Has the same logo as everything else. But see this right here? That's actually a bottle opener. And then look at this. This is a hoodie. On the back has that same logo. The cool thing about this hoodie is in the middle of the pocket right here, you can put a beer in there. And then, if you're wondering if that's it, you can go into the pocket and there's a bottle opener. I don't know. I think that's so cool. They even have glasses.
Yeah.
How much money am I going to spend on Burning Blade Tavern?
I don't know. A lot, because I want that candle.
Candle is cool. All of this is cool.
So they also have some like cosplay outfits for all the monsters. Like you could get Dracula's cape and you could get his like pendant over here, which is pretty fun. But they also have it for the Wolfman. They have it for the creature. Like, this is so funny. I don't know why, but I could see you wearing this. Oh my god, look at this. There's even like ears.
That's funny.
Wait. And slippers. Wow.
But look at the creature from the Black Lagoon. Look at this t-shirt. You have like a little onesie for the kids.
Oh my god, there's even like a helmet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where did Kitra go? I only see the creature.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not the invisible man, I'm the creature. Hello.
Oh my god, for Frankenstein's monster, they have his disheveled suit. Look at this, they got a Frankenstein light up electrodes headband. And then for little kids, you can dress your little kid as the monster. It actually makes me wonder if they're going to come out with a comic book to tell the story of Darkmoor, because there's so much mythology going on here.
I think my favorite collection is kind of this cutesy collection. They have shirts, they have plushies, but they also have these mystery boxes called Bitty Monsters, and they are so freaking cute. They are so cute. I love them so much. And it was so funny when we first came into the gift shop, there was this little girl in this section. She picked up like the Bride of Frankenstein and she was like, "Mommy, I love her." And the mom was like, "Okay, we're not buying it." And she's like,
But mommy, please.
I just think it's like fun that like little kids love the monsters too. But I kind of want to get one of these. I don't know which one I would want though. They're all so cute.
Yeah, which one would you want? I feel like I like Creature with his like little scuba.
Yeah. I don't know. They're all so fun. I don't know. I might have to get one. And he's so happy holding his little fish. It's so cute. So I did end up buying one of the Bitty Monsters. And I really don't know which one I want. Like the cashier was like, "Which one are you hoping for?" And I was like, "I don't know. They're all so cute." Oh my gosh. But if I did get the Chaser, I feel like that would be awesome. So there is a little card in there that will tell you, but I want to be surprised. All right. Wait. Did I get the Chaser? I think I might have gotten the Chaser.
What is the Chaser?
It's like Dracula in his coffin, like hanging. Did I? Wait. I did! I got the most rare one. Holy crap. I had a feeling about this one. It comes with like a little sleeping mask and a little stuffed animal bat that he's holding. Stop. That's so cute. Oh, I love it so much. The sleeping mask is like so funny.
So as I mentioned, one of my favorite parts of this land is the Burning Blade Tavern. It's a bar where you can get food and drinks, and it's been in a repurposed old windmill. You might remember this from the movie Frankenstein. We mentioned earlier when we were in the village square that there was like a bell going on the bell tower. That is someone making the village aware that the monster is here and they got to chase the monster out of town. They chase him to the windmill where he hides out into the windmill, and they set the windmill ablaze. So that's what happened in the movie Frankenstein, spoiler alert. But here they recreated it as a bar, a very highly themed bar. And it's one of the coolest bars in theme park history.
That bell, run over here and you'll see it light on fire, and I would say it happens every like 15 to 20 minutes. We're not exactly sure, but somewhere around that.
The Burning Blade Tavern is where the hounds meet. They're the monster hunters, and if you look behind the bar, you can actually see some relics, some of their trophies that they've built up over the years.
If you are to remain underneath our protection, you must first learn our toast. So everyone please, raise your arms in the air and your glasses if you have them. And when I say release the hounds, I want to hear your loudest, fiercest howls. Patrons of the Burning Blade, release the hounds! Excellent, all right. Drink up and good luck.
The monster hunter just came up to me. He was asking about the creature on my back. And I said it was just a replica. I didn't actually like hunt down a niffler and like skin it and put it on my back. And he was like, okay. And then he was telling me about all of the like heads behind the bar. He said that the one right in the middle, that really creepy looking one, is called the mantis. So creepy. And the little fish mermaid guy, he said, like if you go near the water, it'll lure you in. So if you have something that you don't like, tell them to go near the water.
You see this werewolf up here? Yeah. That, my friend, he attacked me in the woods outside of Duskboro last week. One swipe of his claws when he came out of the woods, and that's how I got these 2 scars right here, okay? But have you seen Igor?
Yeah.
Okay, so, freak. But I traded Igor somebody else's arm for a silver-needled syringe with wolfbane potion.
Why he was carrying that arm around?
Yeah, okay, so Igor is great to trade him for other people's limbs to get weapons and tools.
Not like us.
Yeah. I mean, probably a good thing, okay? Because he will take your digits, he'll take your fingers, your arms, your everything, okay? So I was able to inject that wolf with the wolfbane potion, mobilized him, and then I took out my dagger and sawed off his head, brought it back here, put it on the wall, collected the bounty, and made this excellent werewolf skin coat, if I may add. So, if you need any assistance with any of the monsters out there, you call Gregor. Do not go to Igor. He's a weird little guy, okay? Yes, exactly.
Okay.
See, it rhymes, it works out.
You know what? You seem a lot nicer than Igor.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, Igor just tries to get body parts. He goes into graveyard and digs people up. And see, he works for Victoria. Now, Victoria, she runs a lot of really wild experiments. Have you gone into her manor?
We did. It was pretty crazy.
And you escaped?
We
No
did.
bites?
Yeah.
No scratches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you confirm a rumor? I heard that she was trying to harness Dracula's power and turn it into a weapon. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't go well, though.
It didn't go well.
True,
Okay.
yeah.
Not all monsters are bad.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
take werewolves. Most are nice 29 days out of 30. It's just that one day you really got to watch out, okay?
That's true.
All right. If you need any help, just call upon Gregor, and I'll
Okay.
take care of the monsters for you,
Okay, thank you so much,
My
Gregor.
pleasure. Good luck, my friends.
Listen, I love Galaxy's Edge, but I feel like what they've done here with Epic Universe is like what the promise of Galaxy's Edge was. Like we're in the cantina, and like we just had an encounter with a monster hunter, and like I don't know, it's like
And he's asking stuff about the land. He was spot on about Igor, though, man. He was over by the graves trying to dig stuff up.
he was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get some food here.
Yeah,
They also have some snacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a few items because they all look really good.
And this is a good place for drinks, but if you go outside, they actually also have some snacks as well.
I noticed the sign out here that says "Don't feed the animals, especially the werewolves." That's so funny.
Last time we were here, we got the Pure of Heart, and this is the drink that they use like the smoke machine, and it was very good. And Ketcher tried the Darkthorn Mead, which tasted like a boysenberry cider or something.
It was also very good.
Yeah. So this time I decided to get myself something different. I got my only weakness. This has gin, Aperol, brandy, lemon juice, simple syrup, aromatic bitters and orange bitters, as well as soda water. Honestly, the mixture of ingredients doesn't sound like something I would normally like, but it was like one of the only things I haven't tried other than the beer here. I just don't do beer, so let's see if this is any good. I don't like this.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. I think it's like the bitters, and it has like this grapefruit taste. It's
It's like everything that you don't
everything
like.
I don't like. If I was gonna come here again, I'd probably get the Pure of Heart. That's the one with like the smoke and stuff. That was so good. But this one, for me, like 1 out of 5 Peter.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we can trade or something.
You know what it's like? I think it's kind of like an Aperol Spritz.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going for. So if you like those, you'll probably like this, but not really my flavor palette. And the drink that I'm going to try today is called the Lagunita, and this has Bacardi Superior, limoncello, lime, blackberry puree, and a mint sprig, and I love the name. This is pretty good. It almost tastes like a mint julep or something, but I love the sweetness of the blackberry puree. This is nice and refreshing. Between the two, this is definitely the better one, but I think you're right, the Pure of Heart, like, those are your 3 choices for a cocktail here, and that one's probably the best, and it has the best presentation. But this isn't bad. I like it. I'll probably give it like a 3.75 out of 5. I'll definitely be finishing it. The other one, not so much.
Outside of the Burning Blade Tavern, they have a pickup window where you can buy yourself some snacks. We got a trio of snacks, but they sell more here. The one that I'm most interested to try is the Hunter's Garlic Steak. This is crispy garlic buttered pretzel with garlic dipping sauce. They have garlic hanging up inside the tavern to keep, you know who away. Let's try this out. I don't know about you, but I love garlic. There used to be this restaurant in LA called the Stinking Rose where all the dishes had garlic in it.
It was so good.
So good. It was gimmicky, but it was good. Usually garlic dishes at theme parks aren't great. Like, they have these garlic mushroom knots over at Super Nintendo World. Very unimpressed by those. This is awesome. This is incredible. You just dip it into the garlic butter. It's so buttery, so garlicky, and it looks cool. It's like a steak, right?
And you can protect yourself from the vampires.
Just don't stick it through my heart. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yay.
This is gonna be like my go-to snack item here at Dark Universe.
I am so excited to finally try this. This has been like the most hyped up snack for me. This is so good. Not only is it like delicious pretzel bread, but it is so garlicky. And I love the butter. Ordinary Adventure Galaxy? Or just Star?
Let's give it the Galaxy.
Galaxy. If you love garlic, highly recommend. We also got the Burning Cheddar Bites. These are crispy fried poppers with sriracha ranch. Sounds good. They look like little balls of coal, like they've been charcoaled by the burning blades. These are so good, and I think the thing that makes them good is that sriracha ranch. It has a little bit of a spice to it, and you might not know this about me, but I'm actually a connoisseur of ranch. So I know a thing or two. I like to dabble in the ranch from time to time. This is really good. It's just like a cheddar cheese, almost like cheese stick.
The last thing we got from here is the charred loaded potato. This is hickory char crusted Monterey Jack, sour cream, jalapeno, bacon, and chives.
I love a good theme park baked potato.
I do. This seems like kind of classic in a way. There really isn't like a huge like twist on it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm still excited to try it. There are like little pieces of bacon inside there, so we'll see. What was surprising to me with this is the bacon almost like tastes candied, but it has like a spice to it. Like I guess that's why they call it jalapeno bacon. But I think that is the twist. This is great. My only complaint is like hard to kind of walk around and eat with, and there's only like 2 tables out here.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd give this a 4 out of 5. This is like a solid snack. The other ride that they have in Dark Universe is called Curse of the Werewolf. It's a roller coaster. It's a spinning roller coaster. I went on it on the media preview, and honestly, like, it doesn't spin that much, but it could, depending on the weight distribution. So Kitcher still doesn't want to go
I'll
on
go on it eventually, but he always like says these things like, we'll go on a water ride, and he's like, you don't get that wet, or we'll do this, and you don't, and then I'm always the one to get like soaked.
Yeah. Look up when you go through the barn because you'll see a werewolf.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that. A lot of people go through it and miss it. And another cool thing to look out for is outside the ride, you might see some werewolf paw prints.
Yeah, he's been tiptoeing around in the wet concrete out here, it looks like.
There's also a store for this ride, so let's check
let's
that
go
out.
look at the merch. So there's a little merch stand right outside of the ride. It's called Guild of the Mystics. And I will say, I have no desire to go on this ride, but the merch is kind of cool. Like, I kind of like that. It looks like an old school, like, poster. And look at, is that what you see when you go through the barn? That's terrifying. Look at his claws.
See, you need to go on the ride. So they also have a poster version of it. They have a little kid t-shirt, which has a different design, actually.
Yeah, look at this. There's a 3D model kit of the ride vehicle.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
And they also have a bunch of, like, more subtle designs, kind of like the Mystic that's part of this ride. So you could dress like her with a scarf
this
headband.
Is all for Dark Universe, which is pretty. I thought it was just like a generic thing, but it's all for Dark Universe.
Yeah, it's all like based on the character that's part of this ride.
They also sell waters and sodas here in case you're thirsty.
And they also have a bunch of merch with the insignia of like the Wolf Mystic insignia.
There's this little cart over here that has a bunch of various items. Like there's some eyeballs, there's some bloody sandworms, there's some miscellaneous phalanges, which are fingers. There's some neck bolts from Frankenstein. There's some sort of map. And then this is just a hand from some specimen. Is it cursed? Question mark? I don't know. Oh, I probably shouldn't be touching it if it's cursed.
No, it's going back.
Yeah, it's always that back car, man. That's just...
Look at this. There's some human footprints right here. And if you go a little bit further, that's when it turns into the werewolf. Some great theming right there.
One might say you two are about your galaxy. Good to see you here in Darkmoor. Are you enjoying your time?
We are.
Of course you
Very
are.
lovely. A little bit spooky, but like, I like it. Yeah, there's like some spooky vibes here. But I like it. I'm a fan.
I'd say it's rather homey. What are we drinking? Is that Monocane?
No, it's just
Why?
H2O.
Why is it not
I had Monocane earlier.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Let me see your hand. Quickly. It's... Wrong DNA. Defects are not guaranteed on everyone.
Okay.
And no refund.
No refunds. I know this is super random, but I just wanted to give a shout out to the bathrooms here in Dark Universe because the toilets are actually black. And I love like this little bench out here. It looks like somebody was murdered and it just left like a splatter mark with the outline of their body.
I also love that the men's and women's sign are Frankenstein and the bride.
Yeah, so good. Oh no, it's happening again.
One thing I was told is there's a brick in the village of Darkmoor that says 428 on it. And there's two reasons why that brick says 428. The storyline reason is that the village of Darkmoor was founded in the 5th century, and that is what they call a foundation stone or a cornerstone. It's the first brick laid. The second reason is the cool Easter egg, and that is that it is Carl Laemmle Jr.'s birthday. Carl Laemmle Jr. is the son of the person who created Universal and the person who oversaw all the Universal monster movies. So it's kind of a tribute.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that there's two meanings.
Another fun thing that they do here in Dark Universe is they actually have a monster makeup experience where you could go in and there's a variety of different face paintings that you could choose from, but they give you full-on face paint.
It's kind of like Blvd Boutique, but for monsters.
For monsters. So you could either buy the whole outfit and get all done up, or you could just get the face paint, and they even have partial face paint.
Yes, we sell all of the outfits as well as a few accessories per monster. This is the bride.
Fun.
And this is a more Dracula-esque vampire look. All stitched up.
little bit of a more relaxed Frankenstein's monster.
That's cool.
That one's probably one of my favorites. Fire Lizard.
Okay.
And I think my other favorite, Celestial Mystic.
Oh,
this
that's
is the
cool.
Guild of Mystics Coven over near the Curse of Werewolves. It's kind of derived from that. The Yellow Half Skull. Creature of the Black Lagoon. Another Vampire Coven.
Oh.
That's the Yellow Half Skull just from a side angle so you can see it a little better. That's the Black Half Skull, so it's more the bottom half of the face. Creature, of course, again. That's the whole look. We got the gloves.
You want to go
the
hard,
top. Yeah. Wolf Pack. Frank's Monster, of course. And then these are some of our same looks just on the littles. So the Bride.
Oh my god, that's
so cute.
Creature.
I think the one that I actually like, I like the Celestial Mystic one. And then I also like the stitched up where it's like part of your face.
That one was cool.
Yeah, they're all, I mean, there's some really scary ones.
One interesting thing is if you do get the monster makeup experience, you can't drink alcohol. And we found that the reason for this is because they need to be able to identify you based on your state ID. And if you have makeup, that prevents it. So I think there's a certain amount of makeup they can put on you and you can still drink alcohol, but if you get full face paint, you can't.
Yeah, she said if you buy the alcohol before, you could drink it. But once you get your face on, you can't just go into a bar and order a drink.
I was thinking that maybe they didn't want Universal Monsters, stumbling across the park a little tipsy, but that's not the reason.
We just got in line to meet the bride. Frank is actually back in the manor already, but at least the bride is here. Can't wait to chat with her. I'm not. You're just so beautiful. You're so beautiful in person. So nice to meet you. Oh, thank you.
Yes, you are a friend.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. I'm a big fan.
No, you are a person, not a fan.
Okay, true. Yes.
We saw your other half in the manor.
You saw my friend.
Yeah.
Is he safe?
He is. Yes.
That is good.
Yeah.
Victoria keeps him locked in the manor. She was not kind to him.
Yeah, she seems.
Why is she not kind to him?
That is an excellent question. He is good and kind. She is strange. She is not to be trusted. Do you trust her?
No, definitely
Of course not.
That is good.
Yeah, she's doing all these experiments in there. I'm just like, she needs to settle down.
And she's doing all these experiments. She's wasting so much electricity.
Yeah.
There is a certain amount of electricity that is good, but too much electricity can be bad. I was made alive with electricity.
You were. And I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have had it always.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It came from someone.
Over at Universal Studios Hollywood, Frankenstein and the Bride often walk around there, but they don't talk. She doesn't talk to you. She just comes up and she kind of pokes at you and
She says one word.
she just goes, friend,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I had a full-on conversation with her, and she's so pretty. What is Victoria doing to Frankenstein in there? It is concerning. That was so cool. Oh, I love that. I love that they have that here. That is just so fun.
We gotta come back when Frank is in.
I know. I think sometimes you could meet them both, or sometimes you just meet Frankenstein, or in our case, you just meet her. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
So next up, we're gonna go to Delancey's cottage, and we ran into our friend here who's gonna tell us who is Delancey.
Delancey is the blind hermit from The Bride of Frankenstein. So when the monster's roaming around, hating the world, humanity's trying to kill him, he finds one friend. Friend, good. Smoke, good. And this is his hut. This is the blind hermit's hut. And look at what it says on the menu. It says food, good. It's perfect. I've never wanted to eat a pretzel so badly in my whole life, even though I can't.
At Delancey's, they serve 2 items. They have a Frankenstein-shaped pretzel with a cheese dipping sauce. You know that we had to get it. Look at this. He's so handsome. He looks grumpy.
I like that he even has like the bolts in his neck.
I
right
know,
down there.
it's so funny.
Yeah, it reminds me of one of our friends over here.
I have
I was
been him
expecting
before.
him to like have full makeup
I
on.
wish.
Yeah,
No,
wait,
no.
where is your makeup?
Some other day. Some other day.
Okay, that was my attitude too.
Yeah, some other day.
Yeah, they did
I
a great
certainly
job.
don't match
It was
my
fun.
ID photo right
It was
now.
fun. Yeah, they were great.
Between the two pretzels, go get that garlic steak, honestly. But this is fun. It's not terrible, but I was really hoping that it would be better than like the Universal pretzels in the past. But I'm sad to report that it's a little bit better, but not much.
So from the Cottage, we also got some cinnamon bread.
Whoa!
Never gets old. Never gets old. So I've been hearing for years and years about the cinnamon bread at Dollywood. So when they announced they were gonna have cinnamon bread at a Universal theme park, I was like, I can finally get that fixed without going to Dollywood, which we'll probably end up doing this year at some point. You know, I was a little bit skeptical because I thought these do not look appetizing in any way, but they're actually pretty good. Are they as good as Dollywood cinnamon bread?
Probably
no.
not.
And I haven't been there, but I know probably not. Oh look, it's his walking stick.
I totally saw that earlier. I didn't miss that at all until you said it. I knew that was there.
His walking stick from the movie.
The movie with the monster.
Remember that part when he has his stick and he's walking? Classic.
Did you see the stick?
I did
It's from the
not.
movie.
Yeah, that time when he was walking and he
Yeah,
had to use the stick.
oh
yeah,
my
that's-
God.
The big stick I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of sticks.
Oh, yep, he has.
So since they announced Dark Universe and they released the concept art, there's been people that are convinced that we are in the concept art walking into Dark Universe. I don't think it's us because I think this concept art was probably made at a time where people weren't even watching Ordinary Adventures. But we decided to ask our friend Tyler to film us recreating that piece of concept art. And here it is. How cool is that? Want to see something really scary? Stroller parking. So we've decided to go on Monsters Unchained again, and you just had a thought.
I'm so happy. I was like, I wish it was dark more, so we could see the light more.
I mean, it is dark more.
But it is dark more.
So we just got out of going on the ride another time, and it is now nighttime here in Dark Universe and Darkmoor. And I gotta say, my suspicions were correct. This place truly shines at night. It looks incredible. It looks so cool.
It's go time. We're gonna go for the fourth time.
Let's go. Oh, you're filming David and you're
do
not
it.
filming me?
We're going
Film me
again.
all day.
Let's
Film
go.
me all day.
Wait, where did you come from?
I don't know. My mother.
Utah. Your mother?
So now we're all running over to the Burning Blade Tavern because everybody wants to see the Burning Blade at nighttime. So we've learned that while we're here, it's going off every 15 minutes. So it's about to go off at 8:30, hopefully. Spent a full day here at Dark Universe, and we have not accomplished everything. I'm still seeing new details, like all the chimneys here have stakes in them, except for Doss Stakehouse, because they like the vampires there.
Yeah, this land is so awesome at night. so good. I love it so much. I've had such an amazing day.
If you want to see some more of our Epic Universe videos, we'll put them right over there. I want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Shannon, Michelangelo, and Rust and Serenity. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure, friends.
Goodbye. That was Yoda. Goodbye, friend. Good. Okay, bye.